No, Ray, you're in the lobby.
I'm saying I can't see the chat.
Oh, how come?
I don't know. It's a bug always. Oh, here we go. Lobby. They ready?
Milo's ready. Okay, they're both ready. Ready, you ready? Okay.
All right, welcome to the second game, TD7 lower bracket semi-final.
Finals
Semi-final.
and lower bracket finals.
Still
Well,
semi-final.
same thing, as in it's the semi-finals or the
Oh,
lower
right,
bracket
right.
finals.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that implies two.
I think in Dota terms, it's the lower bracket.
Yeah, I guess. Anyhow, we're back. And Team New Zealand has opted to go second pick. So we're going to see, I guess, if Justin or Team Milo goes out for a cheese bristle in first phase, I guess. Something they have done before. And they straight away banned the Spirit Breaker, so they realized Spirit Breaker was a big problem. BKB piercing stuns causing havoc in the team fights. So they wasn't able to play the game.
SB.
Good adaptation.
See, no win only Tups on the die side again.
So interesting to see if we see a Drow here or a Tidehunter. They'll typically be banning Drow every game against every team, I feel like. But they've been also banning out Windy's Tidehunter, I feel, even in their previous group brackets, I want to say. So trying to disable that team fighting from that offlane position, but OD.
The OD manned out. Respect man for Justin. So first pick here for Lockdown5eva.
Tidehunter? Oh, Jakiro, okay. So let's stick with the Jakiro still.
Jakiro. You mentioned
Hero of
Tide.
the tournament.
You mentioned Tide. Do you think like Windy's gonna get a Tidehunter pick? That's third pick.
They could also deny pick it here as well, as I think they did play Tidehunter before.
I think the two heroes we see him generally play are like the three, like the Tide, SB, and the Night Stalker, right?
I believe so. I don't have that stat page open before.
I think he plays. Does he play Slardar as well?
Yeah, I see a lot of Underlord, Slardar, and a couple of Sand King games as well. So they have some different variety.
Let's have a look.
Oh, they stick with the Night Stalker though.
Windy has played 5 games of Slardar actually.
Is this the first time
Three games
the
of
Tups
Tide.
have picked up Night Stalker?
Let me confirm.
No, they played Night Stalker against us.
Oh.
Yeah, they have played 1 game of Night Stalker.
It was against us and we got wrecked. So did he go back for the Tide? You can't crack and shell the silence off as well if Night Stalker is on the Tide, so that could be like a 6-7 second disable if he decides to try and keep the Tide from doing anything in team fights.
No Ravage for you. CK being banned out here.
And back to the Medusa ban as well, so they really don't like bursting that hero by the looks of it, or play it. I'd be keen to see a Ursa ban from Lockdown5eva from here as well. I believe GenericClone does like playing Ursa and he'll have a good lane against the Tide, so see if they ban that, or maybe we'll see an Ursa again.
They did pick a core first phase this time.
Mm-hmm. So interestingly, they banned the drow. The Team New Zealand. Not Team New Zealand, sorry, Team Milo. Lockdown5eva.
Does Team New Zealand pick up Ursa if they don't ban it?
Yeah, I think they would. So it has a good
Great
matchup
picking
against
side.
Tide.
Or they
Mm.
Oh,
ban
but
it?
just got banned out there.
Juggernaut being banned.
I didn't like Jay playing that Juggernaut last game either, by the looks of it. Curious if they're going to ban Pugna here as well. I feel like Pugna's always obnoxious.
PA ban comes out.
Wonder if they want to pick Spectre or something then.
And I guess like when you're Night Stalker, you don't worry about Pugna too much. Sort of do have that hero that kind of deals with the Pugna until he has to buy BKB. Or at least forces him to have to buy BKB. Gyrocopter coming out.
Yes, sir. Their range here at a lane against Tide, I guess it's okay.
Mm.
Your range is short, but you shouldn't be hit by that anchor smash too much. If he goes the barrage build as well, it'll be interesting to see if he goes Magic Gyro. Actually, assuming this is a carry, but it could also be a Magic Gyro. Right? Magic Gyro has been pretty popular as a support these days.
See, Ogre Magic getting picked up again? Another Milo hero? Or is this time it's going to be Lap?
I'd assume it stays the same.
Tiny getting picked up here.
They do pick the Tiny.
Will there be a Shadow Demon coming out again?
The question is it a mid tiny or a safe lane tiny?
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds
You
left.
wouldn't know until the last pick, because both of them do play it.
5
Radiant
seconds left
team
now.
ban.
Undying. Is that Undying?
Dying. Always strong against when you're versing triple melee heroes. I mean, you do get the chance of getting those multi-stacks off.
It's probably an Undying 5,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it is what, like, remember what Tucker said? The Gyrocopter.
10 seconds to pick
Could
the
be a
hero.
support gyro.
Moron.
I wouldn't be surprised if actually WilliamAtlas takes this mid, because they have two big strength cores. So Undying with Ags might be the play here.
And it was picked second.
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
Not sure if
Um,
Appa
you-
plays
you gotta
either of
pick your
those
hero,
heroes,
5
either the
seconds.
Gyro or the Undying.
This would be a really good lifestealer game, right?
For no win,
the-
only
New
Tups.
Zealand.
Not bad.
Radiant team ban.
If Gyro played like mid.
Yeah, that's another option. So the Magic Gyro route, which would be pretty good.
It is not a bad nice game. And the only downside is I don't think there's. I guess you jump into Night Stalker, you can bomb with Night Stalker.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh man,
great.
Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
The Razor being banned here, so
5
the
seconds, Morty.
so the Radiant team here is still on the assumption that the WilliamAtlas hero has not been picked yet.
Oh, Dire team ban.
Husker. And did they forget they're not versing Tucker?
think
Is
that's a
William
good
Atlas
Justin.
Fade Husker?
I'm sure he can if the game calls for it. I don't think it's necessarily a good Husker game though, but
You really
Oh, I
gotta
just
pick a
meant
hero. You got
generally
10
is that
seconds
why
left.
they banned it, because he has played it.
I think generally you don't want to play
Priority,
Husker against
it'll
these
be
big
fine.
tanky cores. I mean, the Husker ban could also signal that maybe they have showed their hand a little bit in terms
Radiant
of
team
we
pick.
want to make the tiny go mid and it's a flex pick. Jay plays it only if the heroes that I don't want to verse comes out.
I'm back. How's the draft?
So we got Chunky Boys on Lockdown5eva with the Tidehunter, the Ogre Magi, the Tiny, and Chikuro. Disrupted
man,
Nightstalk with
there's only
Gyro
10
and
seconds
Undying
left
on
to pick a
Team
hero.
NZ.
I feel like they should put the gyro
you
mid
gotta
and pick
pick your
like the
hero.
life
5
stealer.
seconds.
It's like a free life stealer game, isn't it?
I mean, it could still be that support Gyrocopter and a mid Undying and then maybe a Life Stealer.
I would personally prefer that just because I think support gyro is quite strong.
I think it's always fun for us to watch an Undying mid.
Oh man, I guess I got tied into Nightstalk and Disruptor.
It was a tied pick into Nightstalker Disruptor.
Oh no, it was Ty was picked first.
No,
Oh, actually, no,
Oh,
Nice
Ty was
Talk
picked
was
second.
picked first. Actually,
Ty was pick fourth.
yeah.
I think he needs to get early blink then, because he can't just stand there rely on his Kraken shell to get his ult off.
Yeah, well, talking about that, like, it would be a hard game for this 900, and the NS can just follow him around. Don't let him ravage.
Silence him.
Yep, drop a big circle on him.
Yeah.
I think they're deciding whether this is a mid or a safe lane tiny.
Yep.
But they don't have last pick, so
Honestly, wouldn't mind a windrunner or something again, a ranged kind of call coming out from Justin.
I think it will be decent. I mean, it is challenging to play a Windrunner into Disruptor and until you get that BKB, but he generally hits pretty good BKB timing. So 5 seconds on the clock. Tick
It's just
tock.
another good Clinks game.
Dire team pick.
It's a Viper.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so I think we're gonna have a high tempo play from Lockdown5eva.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
I don't know, something about that vibe, but it's not really sold on me.
Yeah, like I feel that Lockdown5eva just doesn't have that much damage. I mean, they do have the tiny, but in saying that, outside of that, they're gonna have to rely on their Viper damage. So like they're definitely on a timer here. Up against this team, like depending on what this last pick is, of course, but
I think
I do
Tiny's
feel like they're on a
solid.
timer.
I think like they're plenty of damage. I think Viper's is there because like NZ has last pick and Viper's generally like solid laner. It doesn't really get countered by too much.
I mean, the challenge though is like you generally want to have your tiny mid right to get those early levels if you're going to do that high tempo play.
Oh, but you can pan safe lane. He's a very strong carry in late game.
True. So it'll be like Viper, Ogre, Tidehunter, and Shakira running around.
Tiny can also just walk in and like stun someone and kill and then walk off too.
Yeah, like I feel like that's what they have to do. Like Jay would have to do it. Like I just feel like they. I mean, they did the high tempo play. Maybe they're doing it again. Like they have to do it with this draft.
Ooh, all right, time
Oh,
to choose
it's
a
a
hero.
top mid.
Oh, it's not a core Undying, guys.
Damn.
Damn.
I was secretly hoping for it.
Yep.
Which is not today, boys.
Not today.
So in theory, I guess the Quap can make it Tiny's early game a nuisance.
Yeah, the Viper's pretty sad lane as well. Co-op. So she's probably gonna go the farm route.
With Maxim Scream.
Yeah,
You reckon no dagger?
I don't think it's worth it.
You
Use your
just
mana
get-
to scream.
Oh man,
Might get one
There's
point.
only 10
See how it
seconds left
goes.
to pick a hero. You better pick your hero.
Dagger
5
heals you
seconds.
now, right?
Yep.
It has always, but yeah, it's very minimal, and it's only every tick.
Did it always heal you?
Nah, only more recently.
I thought that was,
Is
yeah,
it?
a recent
That was
change,
recent.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
recent change.
Maybe that's the only time I read it.
But it doesn't heal that much.
I think it's like 10, 15, 20, 25 or something per tick. It's not that great.
I mean, is that enough to offset the corrosive skin damage?
I don't believe so, because corrosive is also per second.
And provides magic resistance too.
Ah, per second.
Yeah, the corrosive damage you take is per second, I believe.
I mean,
So looking at these two drafts, which draft do you like better, Danny?
I think Radiant again.
Radiant. Tucker?
Why aren't they doing anything? They're just standing around.
You know, I think Appa's going
Relax,
top
Morty.
here, so I reckon the Undying can work well with their team. So they've got much better team fight this round as well. So I think they've got a chance this time with the Night Stalker.
Yeah, I do think the draft's better than last game.
I personally like the Dire team composition. I feel like Night Stalker is gonna have a good game. Hopefully, like against this draft, like I feel like he's gonna have great impact. I think Queen of Pain also was a great last pick. Like he's gonna have the ability to sort of have that early mid game impact also, and hopefully like we'll see him like try to challenge I guess the early game tempo of the Radiant side. What do you reckon, Stats Man?
I like Radiant. I don't know if they can make enough space for this Gyro to get
30
big
seconds
enough.
to game start.
Yeah, I think it's the roles of reverse where it's up to Tax Collector being able to create space. Running around with this Disruptor, glimpsing people with his ult and stuff. It is a good combo, but let's see how well they execute it. The only hard thing is like, if you're running in, there's always that fear of a Ravage.
It'll be interesting to see like what build do we think GenericClone is gonna go.
Look at this game. It just started.
We didn't start
baby.
Sage's Master time, so that's promising.
Everyone's evolving, getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite a big evolution, if you ask me.
Not a huge fan of this Night Stalker starting stick though.
Starts off with
Oh,
a
he's
Predator.
got 57 damage, creep damage this time. A lot
guess
better
it's-
than before.
Oh yeah, the Gyro.
I think that was against you, wasn't it, Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
I
won
don't
that
think
game
he got
though.
many last hits.
Doesn't matter, he won the game. I'm interested to see if he'll go Rocket Barrage or just go the Flat Cannon build.
Oh, but mid lane. Oh, two
Oh
uphill
my
misses in a row, but
But he takes tower damage. Oh,
I think he just
both
suicide
sides
for that.
trading. Yeah, you get first blood, right? You HP
Yeah.
back. It's completely worth it. You get the XP.
that was
Now I
like
think it's
important,
difficult.
because he had.
Oh,
that
oh,
was a
oh,
good level 2
oh,
from
oh, wow.
Justin also just hit level 2.
Justin.
yeah, with the corrosive skin.
Corrosive
Yeah.
skin just hits level 2, just before he blinks in. So we talked about he went Shadow Strike.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that, but then they were already fighting.
Yeah. Do you think if he went round 2?
Dead.
Okay. I mean, a bit of a misplay from Justin there.
That's a bigger misplay actually.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna miss the wave now.
He got all his HP and mana back. He didn't actually use any of his regen. He's a tango and a salve still.
I think he only just got the sound. Delivered to him, but yeah.
Yeah, he just bought the south.
I mean, the XP is relatively similar. It's not too bad.
I think that's because Justin was waiting for the bottle.
Oh wow, but action top lane as well.
Oh,
There's
the
not
really
early
bad.
tombstone. Oh,
Let's
that's
go
not
to pew
good,
pew pew.
Gyro.
There you go.
Helicopter, pew pew pew.
All of our questions will be answered. Gyro went Rocket Barrage and Cop went Dagger.
Yeah, no, I think GenericClone generally does go the Rocket Barrage. He doesn't go farm only.
And they
In
do
the
have a
previous
strong
games,
lane with
though.
Undying.
Mm-hmm.
Pew pew pew. Oh, Justin here, he just relentless, harassing him out, doing what Viper does best.
See, this is the problem I have with the Dagger build, right? You're not out trading a Viper with that.
Yeah, so does it feel kind of pointless?
To me,
I
it
think it
does.
does. It's also because like his dagger, Shadow Strike, will proc every 3 seconds, and then his corrosive damage is also every 4-second duration. So he's just refreshing the.
Trading again?
Yeah,
I positively trade there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. He's gonna get. Oh, I think this is another dead cop.
Oh man.
Keeping to the tower. Oh, he does have that bottle now, but
That was
Justin does
punishing.
have that spell.
I think it's very good by both players to like buy those early cells.
Yeah, yeah.
They really need it in these lanes.
WilliamAtlas is ahead on XP slightly, but the wave is coming down now. Bottom lane, we see Tiny being softened up. His regen has been burnt. Milo is shipping him the regen. Jay maxing the tree grab,
Yeah, he always does that.
signaling that he wants to farm, I guess.
Yeah, especially if he plays it safe lane. The thing I don't agree with his tiny builds is he maxes toss after that, not the avalanche.
This isn't a double it's double damage on avalanche, right?
Yeah, when you have when you're doing it on toss targets, that's 2.5 times damage. So I feel like it's always more value to max that avalanche.
Oh, he went Helm of Iron Will. You don't see that often on Tiny, do you?
Could be an omelet. Or could this be a Pokemon Tiny build?
And we're done.
Yep,
It's more likely an
Innovation.
Iron than anything.
some innovation.
No, he always just gets it to sustain it, mate.
Yeah, it's probably for like nighttime, right?
You
Like
gotta-
Disrupt does a lot of damage, and Night Stalker is just gonna whack you nighttime.
He got it last night when we were playing the scrim.
It's his new Ring of Iron Health.
It's whacking,
basically.
A Ring
whacking.
of Health.
Oh, Jay tosses the crate.
No.
Little crate recovers and re-enters the battle.
Okay, they're committing on the tide here with the
I know
tombstone.
the pew pew, the tombstone is used.
I don't think they can kill him because he
The
didn't
big one
get
charge.
extra levels of rocket barrage. Oh, that's a mistake, I think.
Do you think you either go hard commit to the rocket barrage or hard commit to the farm?
Yeah, I feel like you get it like an extra level or two rocket barrage to like dumpster this lane so they can't come back, or you go farm.
Yeah, I think you get at least 2 levels if you're gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Going a little bit one way, a little bit another way, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
I mean, it's like an extra, 70% damage. You get an extra level of rocket barrage.
Yeah, it's almost, and the mana cost doesn't change, which is huge.
We see WilliamAtlas here doing a rotation to the bot lane, picks up the haste rune.
It's got his ult. I think Jay's actually dead.
He's looking at Jay, he's looking at Jay.
They're probably both dead.
Ooh, hits them both.
Big
Shadow
rotation.
Strike
Both
off.
dead.
Double kill.
They even got the courier.
Oh, the courier actually, no, it was a single kill. One given a Ragnarok and a courier kill. 3 for 1. 3 for
Yeah,
0.
the courier just happened to walk past as soon as
Dire's middle tower is
Atlas
under
was
attack.
right there at the split.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Just
attack.
taking a look at the net worth here, we see the Gyrocopter once again. It's actually below the Night Stalker, 4th on the
Oh
board.
boy, Dire's middle
Um,
tower is under attack.
Even though he did have those kill advantages, he actually has less gold than the Tide Hunter. Interesting, even though he did go down the flat cannon route, he went 2 points in homing missile. Not sure I agree with that, but interesting build.
I think he's given up on the kills after they failed. So
But you would
Oh, he
think
went,
the
then
next
he went
fight-
another
yeah, I
point.
don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, you go 1-1-3 when you at this point.
Interesting. Maybe he knows something that we don't. Looking in the middle again.
I think going for that kill on Tide, they used a lot. Used a lot and didn't kill him. So
Got the golden XP advantage here on Viper over the Quap, even though the Quap picked up those 2 kills at bot lane.
Yeah, because Scott's been spending a lot of gold on salves and stuff just to stay in lane.
Interesting. I mean, it is Viper. I feel like you do want to walk away really ahead of every lane you're playing Viper. So fair enough.
Yeah.
I think the quad
Gank on top though.
gank on top lane.
Are they able to go get the Jakiro?
Oh, the two
Oh,
There's a big sorry
at
there.
level 2 homing missile.
No, it's a sorry.
Okay.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah,
is under
he
attack.
Appa also went level 2 sorry.
Interesting.
Although I guess he is the support, so you do max that naturally, I guess,
Radiant's
over
middle
the
tower is under
decay.
attack.
I think 1, 2, 2.
Oh yeah, I think
Oh,
you
you
max
got-
decay last, but you want extra
bot lane?
tombstone.
Yeah, you always get one level in decay. Then you either go max tombstone or max soul rip.
So
Or
you
like a
see
bit of
all
both.
3 cores of the Dire in, I mean the Radiants are in the lead.
Really? Even
Oh,
when you're
Oh
playing
boy,
core?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, core. Core, I think you do go decay.
I think you go to K is
Tower's
cool.
under attack.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
I don't think you use
Oh,
level
9 times
2.
used.
Dark
They want
Ascension.
J.
Oh,
They cancel the
cancel
CP.
as well on the TP.
It's gonna be huge.
That was
Have
a
to walk
boy.
back to lane. They commit the ult.
Oh, the
No
creep.
mana.
Morty, watch
Oh, I
out.
still get
Yeah.
anyway.
And they get the career
Another
again.
career again. That is
Wow.
the second time Jay's career.
Has he not been able to ship himself those items yet?
No, I think he received it that time.
Okay.
No, there's a glass of haste on it.
Oh, Radiant's
Oh, was
middle
it?
tower is
Oh.
under attack.
It's the armlet, I
Radiant
guess.
just fortified their structures.
Trying to
You
build
know what I'm
this-
talking
No, I think
about?
it's just going treads, so he has the
Okay.
belt of strength. So I
Radiant's bottom tower
Ah,
is under
fair
attack.
enough.
think as Fox mentioned before, it's just for the lane sustain.
Undying goes down top.
Tombstone,
Ryan goes
maybe?
on top.
Oh, not sure about this, Jerry. Probably gonna die
Aaron
as
walks
well.
back in.
Oh, Ben has no mana for Ragnarok.
Oh, no,
His
no.
lap. Oh. Oh.
His friends ditched him, but he
A little
doesn't
bit of a
need no
misplay there.
friends.
Flak cannon was available. I feel like
This
he
Jerry
could
needs
have
to get
traded
out.
He could have
Only
traded
amount
out.
of time before he gets ganked.
Way to go. Radiant's bottom
They do take
tower
that
is
bottom
completely
tower
gone.
though with that kill, so that was a good
I
transition.
think he's okay to stay here. They don't really have enough to dive in. Oh, Ravage actually.
Ravage.
Is
Oh,
up.
no,
Ravage is up
yeah.
now.
He
Ravage is up now.
has a soaring as well, so he has
Yep.
plenty of mana. I feel like
Yeah, with
the Jar's just
Jakiro.
being
Tower's
done now.
under attack.
With Jakiro and Ogre damage, definitely can kill a Gyro.
Treads. I mean, phase boot. Sorry, completed on the gyrocopter. Interesting pickup.
I thought you still got treads on Jaro.
Yeah, I think yes, you do for the attack speed. Oh,
Stun being used on gyro.
okay.
Let's
Undying.
see.
Oh, the level 2 rocket barrage connects.
I don't know. I think Taishi's mana up here. Like, it's
Ravage.
3v2. Nice looking at ult. Like,
They are
Maybe
rotating around for him though, so the bottom side there's 2 heroes smoked here.
2 heroes smoked here.
With the arcane ring popped for Corp as well, so they don't
Yeah,
have the
planning
ult
to-
quite
they
yet,
get-
but
Oh, but he walks out of it. He should Ravage. Is he gonna Ravage?
nah,
He's
just
not
say
Ravage.
no, it's not point.
Oh, he
that's
blows
what's
it.
that.
As we say that, he blows the Ravage. Ravage goes down, Tidehunter goes down. That's no Ravage. That's huge.
I don't know.
Even
Did
this
he
way.
use that because he thought he could get out?
I don't know. Maybe
Can
he
he-
thought there would be a turn, but
'Cause he's not getting a kill with that.
Panic Ravage.
Yeah, I want to say
Ravage.
no, but
here we
they
see
find a good
Night Stalker
damage
here.
plus them, maybe. They do find another Milo again.
Oh, I think Milo might die here. I'm really scared to go into this. I don't know why. Like,
I think they don't want to fight into Viper, and I think that's okay. Because remember, they popped Disruptor ulti already. Like, they don't really want to fight it.
no Ravage though. I feel like it's just an easy ogre kill.
I feel like it's just going to be a triple kill for the Viper.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a triple
Yeah,
kill.
Ogre's never an easy kill in the first 15 minutes.
I'm pretty sure that was an easy way to kill.
I think the Ogre was dead, but I don't know whether they'd get out without sustaining losses.
I mean, might as well just walk away, right? How can Viper catch him? As long as Cop doesn't blink on top of the Viper, like,
Yeah.
should be right.
But the supports might go down.
It was just,
The Night Stalker would go down, I think.
I think it's fine. Oh, the glimpse.
Glimpse.
Especially
Oh,
with flying.
they commit on Appa.
Oh my god. He got deleted.
All in ambulance.
Viper strike and a few poison attacks, and it was just dead.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looking at
I think
stacks, though, there's no stacks on the Dire side for this gyro. It's kind of sad.
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
I mean, what happened to Undying is why they probably didn't die the ogre.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I actually think like it would have been a dead Night Stalker. Like one Viper, because remember they're
Yeah,
not going on the
Viper
Viper.
strike, you're not getting
Yeah.
away.
They're not going on the
You
Viper.
are, dude.
they're
You're
going
flying. You just
You're
juke
flying,
straight.
dude.
Yeah, you can juke, I guess, if they don't have vision.
They're taking the ancient stack now on the Radiant side.
But I feel once TPs come down, you ain't juking very far because you're going really deep into a tower.
No,
Yeah, like,
when,
Ogre's
Flying vision.
like when he TP'd like right next to the fucking Night Stalker, right? He's dead there. You got Dagger, you got Scream, you got Disruptors, fucking
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Thunderstrike.
Oh,
Oh wait,
goes
big
down.
fall off done.
oh, they stacked the CCs.
Oh, I think it was okay. Wasn't too stacked, but yeah. Fortunately,
Oh boy,
Titan's
Dire's middle tower's
bit
under
too
attack.
far.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta
Get the
fortify
damage
them
off.
their structures. Good work.
So post laning, it seems like we got another familiar situation where the
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Team Milo Lockdown5eva is all ahead in net worth on their cores.
Oh,
The counter
whiff
swing.
again.
Oh, but the silence run out. It's
Four-man
only
ravage.
level 1.
Up goes down, pushes them to the low ground.
Blinks in
Rockets,
and
So,
dies.
but
cooldown whiffs. The zombies doing work here. However, the Viper decides to turn around and kill them all. Gets one, gets two, gets one.
Yeah, I don't know about the gyro walking in against Viper. I think you chuck your ult and your homing missile and
Yeah, you're
chill in the
definitely
back.
not ready to fight yet, especially with Crystallis.
naked Crystallis is not the timing you want to go for.
It's always challenging when you got to fight against a Viper.
Dire's top tower.
And they fucked that up. Like they fucking glimpsed him out of the. It did a Milo glimpse there, saved Ben, allowed him to get a 4-man ravage.
Yeah, and the Night Stalker's only got level 1 silence, so that silence duration not very long.
And they sort of stacked it as well.
It's like a 4-man ravage into a 4-man Jakuro.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was
It's set in the
massive.
micropile. Crazy.
And in the fire.
Yeah, and if you look at the fight recap as well, Jakiro did the most damage in that fight with 2,500 damage.
Damn. What a
You see
great
Tiny
hero.
finally picking his items up.
Yep, Cash, Echo Saber,
Casual Echo Saber.
just farming while the quap, tickles him. Oh, but there is 3 more
Oh.
people here now.
Could this be a dead J?
His team's
Boots of
here.
Travel's TPing in. The Viper has arrived. Oh, he catches him. Viper catches him.
Tombstone.
The
But
ulti
the Night
gets
Stalker's
used.
just caught in the middle.
And there's 2 supports there.
We got a line drawn on the map here by WilliamAtlas, commanding his team to push the bottom lane. telling his barrier
Interestingly,
apart.
this is the team. Milo's team was the team that Team New Zealand lost 2-0 to.
Hmm.
Are they headed for the same fate again?
Radiant's middle tower
Was it also the same team that they played Gyrocopter against?
No, they played against my team. In action.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
So Gyro queuing up the Aghanim Scepter. I think that could signal a timing window.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
I feel like you need one more defensive item of some sort.
I think a BKB, right?
Yeah, BKB would be the easiest to fight with, but we're
Also,
going to
Viper's in deep.
Viper is in deep. The Viper gets popped by the Queen of Pain ulti. Lap is getting caught by the
Yeah,
zombies.
he's dead.
Appa here, can we get another void out? No, he TP's out.
Justin.
Oh,
Bros.
Milo TP's out. TP out.
Dire's middle tower's
Yeah,
under
Night
Annoying
Stalker
Justin.
maybe should have gone for the tiny with the void. Like the
Justin's got the
Jakiro is
BKB
definitely
here.
dead.
The question is to you guys, has the Viper done enough damage in this early game?
I think so far, yes. Viper's like halfway through a or almost at a BKB now with the Dragonlance Boots of Travel, so he's definitely ready to fight. And let Jay just continue to farm him on that tiny. They've still got that top 3 position as well on the farming chart, net worth chart, so I
Sure.
think they're happy at the moment.
I do feel though the late game here does favor the Dire team, just with the Queen of Pain and
I think it definitely
Gyro.
favors a Gyro, especially if like he gets to the point where he's got like BKB Scardy.
Yeah,
Satanic,
he
right?
does need that Scardy Satanic though, I feel. A long ways away, still another, what, 1,500 gold at
He
least.
still hasn't caught up to the Tidehunter yet. He's actually being overtaken right now by the Queen of Pain.
I feel like even if you get Axe, like surely you need a BKB next. So
You
it's
can,
not like you
I
can
see,
rush at Scardy or Satanic, I don't think.
you can get away with
Dire's
Satanic.
bottom tower's under
Yeah,
attack.
sometimes.
Because
The Queen
They
of
got
Pain
like,
has
you
um,
get a lot of life still.
Yeah, I guess they got Ravage and they got Viper Strike, you got Tiny's combo. Kinda
Yeah, I mean,
scary.
you definitely do want to BKB at some point, but sometimes you can get the
Yeah.
Satanic first.
Oh, great.
Oh, I like to
Bottom
be
tower
greedy and do that.
got
But
destroyed.
Hop calling Sanj first here. He has no mana to blink actually, but I guess he just wants that extra tankiness.
Oh, geez,
He is
40
quite
power,
oomed. Like
30
he
bottom
actually
tower.
cannot defend. They cannot defend this T2 tower. Queen of Pain has no mana.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work.
Oh, forces that TP home. I think a little bit of a misplay here by the Radiant. I feel like they did have a shot at taking that T2 tower.
They did just smoke away though to try and run away.
Yeah,
Noticing that the Viper has TP'd away from them, so.
yeah. I feel like they could have pressured the T2 here. I mean, like WilliamAtlas didn't have mana to join a T2 fight. I think they'd be more than happy to give up a tier 1 for a T2 claim.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to find the
he
gyro now.
spotted the Gyro. Oh, he might be
Yeah,
dead.
they see him.
Oh, here we go.
Distribution.
He's probably
Smash is being
dead.
committed. Anchor Smash is being committed. The cooldown comes in. The silence comes off. No Ravage used. Ravage
is
is gets
that it?
used.
Oh, the silence.
Ravage just pops
Oh, into the macro. Oh
into
my
the back
god.
line. Milo circles around, gets a stun off on him. Appa
Justin's
HP
also
going down
circled
fast.
around.
Justin has circled around. Justin just wailing death on these guys.
And all this time, Quack
And goes the gyro.
Oh, man.
farming.
Oh, boy, Dire's middle
Oh, you
tower
can't take that
under
fight with
attack.
that Quap.
And the Queen of Pain farming bottom. I
I
feel
mean,
like
yeah,
he's
they
a
just
bit.
got caught out and
Yeah.
in a deep ward by I think
boy,
Milo or.
Oh, is Nighthawk gonna tick down to the Ignite?
Oh my god.
It looks like he
That's
will.
very
And
bad.
the Night Stalker goes down.
That's
Middle tower's
ignite.
under
Terrible.
attack.
Terrible outcome for the NZ team.
Yeah, the K can't really fight without the Quap.
Huh.
Yeah,
Dire's
and
middle
he
tower.
he ticked down before the ignite talent as well. That's crazy.
Wow.
It must have been like a triple cast or something.
Mm.
Actually,
a
that's
double,
not
yeah.
possible. He's only level 10.
Viper hit him 3 times.
Oh yeah, there was Viper, yeah, taking him down before as well.
Yeah.
But again, like Lap with Jakiro doing pretty much the top net worth or top damage there. So we're all
Yeah,
three
he's,
Tide Hunter, Jakiro, and Viper doing 1.8k damage to the enemy team.
His
Just getting that
landing of spells has been very good.
I do suggest to try Final Fantasy 14 out to the NZ team. Just to dodge those stuff on ground mechanics.
But the gyro there was just stunned up there. He could not get out of the
Ice 5 into Rally.
Amplifier.
It just shows like what we mentioned, like he needs to get the BKB up.
Yeah.
He
and then
has
Milo
been
somehow
falling back.
ninja'd at the back and then stunned him as well with his fire blast.
I was like, how did Milo do that? He
I didn't
walked
even
through the
see him
tower?
walk- He must have, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He just circled him. I mean, like I feel like the gyro right now has been a little bit of a liability in this game.
But will
He's
J
been-
guy at the Justin spot farming?
He has been farming. I would say
Oh,
subpar
he has
to
no TP.
what he needs to get online. To be honest, but this kill here, however, might put him back in the game.
Oh, creep
That
dies.
should be his Aghanims.
I don't think he would have been able to much anyway. They needed to fort that creep wave if he wanted TP.
I think a key thing here is this
Jay
guy
dying
team
in
does need to get these stacks up for the gyro, so he can he needs to get items out.
Yeah.
Like I think the supports need to help him here. They need to be able to tank these ganks coming in. They need to be able to stack these camps up, like accelerate his farm.
So
Only
he
have
finished
one
the
foot on
Ags,
the
and
map.
so did the Tide actually. So the Tide Hunter on the Radiant also just got his Ags. There's a double Ags time
Dire's
Mm.
top tower is
in
under
the
attack.
game.
Radiant is hitting a strong timing window here.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
BKB.
Yeah, they're slowly
That's a
catching up
BKB
in net
available.
worth as well with that kill bottom there on Jay.
Yeah.
So slowly but steadily, they are pulling back in the game.
I think similar to last game, I think Radiant should be looking towards closing the game out now.
I think they are. Like, what damage do they have with Justin's BKB?
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
is under
yeah.
attack.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
there's
tiny,
swap
but
ult,
And the Aegis for 3 minutes as well, so you have to deal with him in 2 lives.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
he's tiny, but I just feel like he's just not impacting this game.
Tower's under attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard
Tiny
without
doesn't-
BKB.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're gonna build.
Oh, I feel like it's hard without BKB, hard without Blink.
Mm. Yeah, you can't just walk into that team.
Mm.
I think Quicksilver will help in a bit of movement speed.
his finish is Shadow Blade though.
Shadow Blade is completed.
So they are smoked middle trying to find that gyro again, and they might actually get their wish if they keep going. Although it looks like
WilliamAtlas is-
WilliamAtlas, yeah, drawing the line saying, do
Radiant's
not
middle
go
tower is
here.
under attack.
Okay.
You shall not pass go. Gyro queuing up, I think Mask of Death. So is that a Satanic or is he going to go BKB?
I mean, with all the attack slow that they have, like, I guess Satanic will dispel.
Still a lot
all
of
Viper
this
Strike,
blocking
but
Every time we see him die, it's because he's just getting chain succeed.
Yeah, and he has keyed up that BKB now, so it looks like he'll
yeah.
go for that.
yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's not gonna save him, and they need to like hold back the tide of the Radiant team for another 10-15 minutes if they want to have a chance of winning.
See a similar net worth lead, 7k here. The last game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But this time at least the top people are relatively close on both sides.
Geez, Morty, they're going
It's not the
after
runaway
Dire's
where
bottom tower.
Justin and
That
both
Dire's
Jay
bottom tower's
were
destroyed.
ahead in the net worth, so they're all relatively close. Justin is ahead by the pack.
We do see the top and the gyro finally overtake the Tidehunter here.
Yeah, but Tide has an Ags now, so I don't think
He
he
is
needs
quite
any
rich.
more items.
Refresher orb, I guess.
Oh,
speaking of.
I think he
I
still
would like
needs
to
a
see him use
blink.
blink. I think he
Yeah.
needs a blink.
Can't go this greedy as build when you can't walk in.
Yeah, especially when there's like tombstones, there's flak cannons flying.
It's just,
Nice,
it's just the static storm and the silence. It's hard to get that really good ravage when you want it. Unless you have a blink.
He does have 1.7k gold, maybe he'll offer a good title. I think he's primary initiation here on their team. Surprisingly, no one has a 4-staff here on the Radiant team.
Why is
You
that?
better have your use.
I mean, it's always good when you're versing a Night Stalker.
Oh yeah, that's true. You get trapped by Disruptor though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, but with force, you kind of like, if you're faster, you force yourself before it forms the wall.
I think if you're inside that wall, if you're inside that wall, you're probably inside the static storm, you're probably already dead.
That's why
Yes.
they have a use.
Well, that's the Aegis down for Viper, and Cops also finished BKB. And that's,
Big fight here.
yeah, Dark Ascension popped, but TPing away.
Just walk away low.
Still get a Milo.
Rip Milo.
Milo doing Milo things.
Oh, they might be able to find lap here as well.
Tower is under attack.
I think they do see him now, so very big possibility. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
the
right.
blink is,
Oh,
oh, the blink dodge.
Double kill.
Just
there's
saying
no
that.
Viper though, so I don't think they're gonna fight middle. Oh, but wow.
Oh, Jay walks up and
Great
rates him.
from the Silver Edge hit, just deleted that Disruptor.
Jay has joined the fight.
And then he has exited the fight straight away, just like that. I think he hit like a 900 crit or something on the Disruptor just then with the Silver Edge proc.
Ouch, Reno.
Dyer's bottom
3k
tower is
HP.
under attack.
He's hitting his timing window. So,
Yeah, it's gonna be very scary tiny later with Bloodlust.
I think the BKB needs to come up on the gyro for the next team fight, or Team New Zealand are in a rough spot.
Hmm.
And he's kind of close. He's only 800 gold right now. So.
So it looks like Ben changed his item to Blink. I'm very happy with that.
Nice.
He even Blink right
Yeah.
just gyro before he gets his BKB off. He's gonna take so much damage. Possibly
BD,
even die.
Bot River. Let's see if any of them go for this. This could trigger a team fight here.
Oh, Radiant is the one.
Oh, Juicy J going for it. Juicy double damage.
He's
He's
going
coming
back
back for a smoke. And he's going to farm mid with it.
Nah,
Okay,
that
he
was
is Silver Edge. It looks like they did find that gyro.
fun that.
There we go. He's hunting. So he's a quad. Touch, 1 hit, 2 hits, turn, toss, dead.
Oh, the rabbit just nicks the gyro.
Just
There goes the quad, quad goes down. Gyro goes down.
Oh, Ravage, no 100
Was
Ravage here.
used.
Anti-ravage.
Yeah.
I think that's a Rax.
Yeah.
Buyback not available on the Queen of Pain.
Might even be 2 reps.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the Queen Pain fight.
Man, I walk away for 10, like 5 seconds in the tree.
James J basically one-shot the cop
Dang.
with the DD.
This is Bloodlust from the Tiny though. Put it on the Viper instead.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack. Dyer's middle tower just
Could this be the end
I
of the
think
road
it's
for New Zealand?
Megas or GG.
Dyer's bottom barracks.
I don't think it's
think-
Megas yet. They're still relatively low level.
I think we spoke about it. He really needed that BKB for the next team fight.
Dyer's bottom barracks just
I mean, he can sell the Quelling,
It's
he
not
can
as close as well.
sell the Wand, and I think he has BKB.
It's hard to say because like the game was like relatively quiet
Yeah.
until that DD, and then
I wonder what they're gonna
suddenly it's just gone to shits. Oh my god, this tide is.
Big boy.
So big.
So big.
Bloodlust and
Why is he
BKB, yeah.
scared, too?
Oh! Oh no. Down goes Nice Talker bites back. Gyro has the BKB.
Oh, and
Gyro
Oh my.
has to
Oh, he
push
doesn't
the
use the
BKB.
Oh, it's too late.
Oh no, the disaster.
That's game.
Yes, that's Megas.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
that
wash.
was- It wasn't even with the
GG is
Ravage.
hard.
GG. It's a board.
Solid performance, I think, here by Team Milo.
Yep, Team Milo, solid performance here.
GG.
Lockdown5eva progresses into the finals. Solid showing from New Zealand this tournament, the semi-final exit. Nothing to
All
lie
these
about.
best of threes have never gone to gone to game 3.
Yep.
GG.
So it looks like the finals will be for Milo versus Team Hanju.
Hype. What do you guys think in terms of MVP? Like, I felt like that game was a bit hard to put a finger on who was MVP because I feel like the whole team played pretty well.
Yeah, I'm not sure for that particular game.
Maybe Lap, you always had the good follow-ups for whoever
Yeah.
initiated.
Those early team fights, his spell casting like both games has been spot on.
Yeah.
And then I guess Justin also played well though because just he did that, he played that mid lane well. He did mess up a little bit in that first death, so right after he killed the Quap came back, blinked on him and died, so maybe that was his only misplay, I guess, out of that game, but
Inside that,
He
that
did
was
die the top tier too.
Oh yeah, that was questionable.
Questionable.
I think he was just a bit cocky there, but
Yeah.
all in all, they just balled up when they could or when they had their items up. So the BKB timing for the Viper, and then again when Tiny got his Silver Edge, and then there was really nothing they could do once Tiny had the BKB.
Props to Team Milo. Really impressed with how this team has evolved.
Yeah, it looks like they worked out the dynamic as well with Justin and Jay, because at the beginning they weren't sure how to take the two classic greedy farmers out of the pretty much the Rectum squad in Jay and Justin, but it looks like they've worked something out into drafting a team that can actually use both farming and coming out at like 20-25 minutes with their items that they usually do get. So
they definitely showed that in game 1 with the Jug and Clinks, right?
Yeah,
Farming-ish cores.
Traditional heavy farmers coming out at 20-25 minutes and just demolishing team fights with their items. So props to them. We'll see how Mr. Crave, Zen out of 10, will deal with him. And props to Team New Zealand for playing their group stage in like 3 days as well. That would have been hectic.
I mean, that was kind of self-inflicted, but...
It was, but hey, they still got through it, and I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, and they performed pretty well. I mean, they came out of it 5-5, so...
Maybe that's how you just do it. Get all the adrenaline rush in the one day and get all your games done.
I mean, only one team can do that, because unless every team does it, you're not going to be able to verse everyone, yeah.
Well, I guess 2 teams could technically do it if they play like same time.
Yep.
But I still wouldn't. I don't know if I'd want to do it.